But let's go ahead and move on. Let's go ahead and move on and talk about the Chicago Bears. Let's talk about this Chicago Bears, about how they are. The hype is real in Chicago, guys. The hype is real in Chicago. And I know I've said it several times, and I keep having to say it to remind myself. I'm not buying into the Bears hype in March. I'm not buying the Bears hype in April, May, June, July, August, or September, or October, or hell, not even November. Maybe I might start to buy in December when they finally get over that 9, 10 win hump. But the more I watch, the more I look, the more I read about the Chicago Bears, I cannot help myself to get excited. I cannot help but get giddy. I cannot help but text my man BC Combs and like and be like, hey dog, your team might be good. Your team might be knocking on that doorstep of the NFC North Championship. Your team might be going to the playoffs. And I need to remind myself to slow it down, but slow it down, baby. But the Chicago Bears guys did open up voluntary camp today, right, with their new head coach, Ben Johnson. They also got Ranton NOL as a receiver coach. They got Eric Bieniemy as a running back coach. They got Al Harrison or Hal Harris from the Dallas Cowboys to bring him up as a safeties coach. Like they got a nice little star-studded staff up there in Chicago. But Caleb Williams said today after practice, he says they are pushing us and challenging us to be better. And I love it. So guys, when we look at Caleb Williams' rookie season, look at his projection to this season, new head coach, a lot of pieces added. Guys, will Caleb Williams be a top 10 quarterback in 2025? And the NFL season of 2025, will Caleb Williams be a top 10 quarterback? Before we project to the future, let's back to the past. Let's go back to his rookie season. Caleb Williams did not do half bad his rookie season, despite all the ups and downs and turmoils that was happening in Chicago. He threw for over 3,500 yards, 20 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions in 2024. He had a QBR of 87.8, and he had one of the worst offensive lines in the NFL. They were ranked 29th overall per PFF. And all that, he still got all the hate and all this. People were dragging Caleb Williams through the mud. And besides the worst offensive line, they had one of the worst head coaches in the NFL, Matt Eberflus. I'm not saying he's a bad person. He's a terrible coach. I would like to go have a beer with the man. I would like to sit him on the front porch, around the fire and shoot the shit. But he's a terrible coach. They had one of the worst offensive coordinators in the NFL. They could never get the rhythm of the game happening. Caleb Williams went through three offensive coordinators his first season, 2 head coaches. Now he has a new head coach, new OC, new passing game coordinator. Everything's new. And also this offseason, the Chicago Bears added all of the right pieces. They added offensive line, traded for what's his face from the Kansas City Chiefs. Can't think of his name right now. Is drawing a blank. They picked up Jonah Jackson, previously from the Detroit Lions, and then went to the Rams on a deal. Couldn't quite get healthy. Now he's injured, whatever. Now he's with the Chicago Bears. They signed a linebacker, a defense tackle, and a defensive end. They nailed their want list and need list head on. Guys, Caleb Williams could be the Chicago Bears' first ever 4,000 yards passer in the NFL. Sorry, for the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears have never had a 4,000 yard passer. Caleb Williams could be it. Guys, I predict that Caleb Williams will be a top 10 quarterback in this year in the NFL. I predict that Caleb Williams is going to blow people out of the water. Caleb Williams has the work ethic. He has the it factor, and he has a real high football IQ. Now with pieces around him, with competent coaching, with the competent players, a nice little receiver core, they have a really good opportunity to not only being successful, making the playoffs, battling for the NFC North, but Caleb Williams has a chance to be a great quarterback in the NFL. I'm not going to call him elite, a generational talent. Don't put those words in my mouth. I know once the Chicago Bears fans hear 4,000 yards and great, they will be saying Super Bowl. He's elite. He's great. And then, no, he could be top 10. He could be pretty damn good, if not great. 4,000 yards. But listen, at the end of the day, he's still the Chicago Bears. So we need to slow it down. But guys, what do you think? Will Caleb Williams be a top 10 quarterback in the NFL in 2025? Old Man River says the hype is consistent in Chicago since 1986. Old Man River, let me put some perspective on that date. 1986. My birthday and the man-hour birthday is April 11th. I was born in 87. Man-hour will be 3 years old on Friday. I have kids on my high school team that was born in 2011. Wrap your head around that. My freshman class on my high school was born in 2012. So I have kids that I am relying on to be great, to win me football games, that was being born after I was out of college. Like, wrap your head around that. Let me tell you this, Old Man River, put that date into some more perspective. This freshman class, going to be freshman class, 8th graders as of right now, they referred to 2011 and 2012 to the teens. To the teens. 2013, 2014, 2015. Refer to those as like the teens. I'm like, and I heard them saying like the 14 and 15 and 13. And I was like, why are you guys talking about the 1900s? They're like, 1900s? What are you, like 137 years old? That's a long-ass time. That is what I'm saying, Old Man River. That is a long-ass time. Real McCoy's in the chat. What's up, Real McCoy? He says, Big Ben don't have good things to say about Aaron Rodgers. Who doesn't have good things to say about Aaron Rodgers? Let's just be honest. Osman, what's up, man? He says, should the Pittsburgh Steelers draft Jalen Milroe? We can talk about that again here in a second. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Real McCoy says, Caleb Williams, who? No chance. There is no chance unless it's flag football. Speaking of flag football, did you guys know that the NFL is trying to block NFL players from playing in the Olympics in 2028? I just read that and thought it was kind of crazy. TV12 says, no way he's top 10 this year. Maybe next year. Sorry, Lions fans. Too soon. Too soon. Is TB12 predicting the downfall of the Detroit Lions? Is TB12 predicting that the Detroit Lions will not be very, very good in 2026? Could I say I'm with you, dog? Can I say that I'm with you? But Old Man River says he'll be number 5 behind Geno Smith. So Old Man River says not only is Caleb Williams going to be a top 10 quarterback, he'll be a top 5 quarterback, and Geno Smith will be a top 5 quarterback. Ooh, slow it down. That is tough. That is tough. That is tough. Hoffy says Allen and Williams will scratch top 10. Too early, but he is third best from his draft class. When you look at the draft class from last season, right, you have Jaden Daniels, clearly right now the clear front runner, best quarterback in that class. Then you have Caleb Williams, you have Drake May, Michael Penix Jr., and then Bo Nix. And who was the other one? Wasn't JJ McCarthy, right? Those 6 guys were drafted in the top 12 of the NFL draft last season, 2024 NFL draft. So you're saying he's third in his class. Who is above him, Hoffy? I mean, I will give you Jaden Daniels. He had a great season. I will not give you Bo Nix, although he did have a great season. I do predict he'll have the worst out of the class in 2025. Like, who are you putting at number 2? Is it Drake May? You freaking homer? I don't know. Old Man River says, but in 1985, the Bears arguably had the best team in NFL history. That is what the Bears live off of, is the 1980-85 Bears, just like how the Las Vegas Raiders live off of Christmas Day 2023, right? It's just, you cannot bank your history off of one day, 1 year. Just like you got to have a little bit of more oomph in your life, right? A little bit of oomph.